3? How about Duncan Robinson, 3 of 10 from 3? How about Tyler Hero, 6 of 18 from the floor? It's not good enough. You should have lost this game by 20.
Well, when you turn the ball over, Skip, you turn the ball over 10 times in the first quarter, you're probably setting yourself up. And like you said about the Philly situation and the Lakers didn't take Philly serious. They came out there, and then they realized, like, oh, y'all came to play. Well, this Lakers team understands that when you don't, and when you turn the ball over like they did, when you shoot the ball as poorly as they did, this team is trying to win a game. They believe, Skip. They believe that they belong, and that's a dangerous man.
I believe only one guy really believes he belongs, and it's Jimmy Butler.
I think he convinced them other guys, too. I think he got them guys convinced also, Skip.
Okay, so at the end of the first quarter, says Jimmy Butler, we didn't get this from LeBron. LeBron, according to Jimmy, said to Jimmy, you guys are in trouble. Because clearly they jump out to, what was it, 22-9 lead?
Yep.
And here came the Lakers roaring back. And suddenly I look up and the game is tied.
Well, Kuz, right? Remember right at the end of the first quarter, Skip, LeBron passes to Kuz. Kuz hits a three-point shot. So it's 23-26. After being down 13 late in the first quarter.
Okay.
And I guess that's what Jimmy is talking about when LeBron looked at him and said, you know y'all in trouble, right?
Okay. And I don't doubt that LeBron said that. I don't have an issue with LeBron saying that because that's the way you step on somebody's throat psychologically.
Right.
You know you're in trouble, don't you? And the point was, Jimmy Butler kept saying, no, we're not in trouble.
No,
he went right back until he finally made that driving shot with 1:15 seconds. It was not an easy shot off the glass.
It wasn't.
And
he made some tough shots last night.
A lot of tough shots, and he got to the free throw line with a lot of tough drives. And after he made the shot with 1:15 left, he walks, there he is walking back saying, they're in trouble, they're in trouble, they're in trouble. And he's basically trying to tell his teammates, you got to follow me because I'm not afraid of them, and you shouldn't be afraid of them. Okay?
But you know what's happening. You know it's over, right?
Well, it should have been over last night.
No, it shouldn't. No.
I mean, that was just shameful.
No, look. See, this is what you do. I see, and I think everybody else sees it. If they sweep them, you minimize it. See, they got swept. If they don't go longer, Michael Jordan would have never done this because what you're trying to do is you're trying to play two sides of it. But I won't let you.
Two sides of it?
Yes.
All I know is the Miami Heat lost their 2 best players, and you're trying to make a case there. LeBron said after the Friday night game, this is a great team. And I'm like, stop it. A great team? It's the worst finals opponent you've ever had, LeBron James, by far.
Yes.
Okay.
Skip, I think sometimes we look at it and you think, well, this guy doesn't have gaudy stats. Or we look at a football team and it's like, well, they don't have a Brady, they don't have an Aaron Donald, they don't have a Mahomes. And you look at them, but Skip, you have to understand a team, when you can get a group of guys to believe, and I believe that Jimmy is no question the heartbeat of their team, he and Bam, and they do a good job. They always speak about culture. When you can convince 7, 8, 10 other guys that if you do it this way, good things can happen. And for whatever reason, Skip, he's had a lot of, he's gone to a lot of places and they didn't want to buy in. But he found a place that they're willing to buy in. Chicago was ready to move on. Minnesota was ready to move on. Philly made a conscious decision. We'd rather have Tobias Harris than Jimmy Butler. And Miami welcomed him with open arms. Skip, this is a perfect landing spot because they're the perfect type of guys for Jimmy Butler. Because when you look at him, you're like, Tyler Hero, who the hell is Tyler Hero? Kelly Olynyk, Duncan Robinson, Myles Leonard, Jay Crowder. Perfect. Those are the kind of guys that Jimmy Butler needs. Blue-collar lunch pails, not no superstar. Oh, I want to just go be my team. I want to be the face of the league. Everybody, these are the type of guys.
Okay, and I told you 3 weeks ago, we did some top 30 list.
Yes.
I guess we're dealing with Luka. We're just Luka ranked.
Right.
And I went 10, 10, 10 deep. And I forgot Jimmy Butler. I would put him somewhere between 20 and 30.
Right.
But the point is, do I want him in my playoff foxhole?
Right.
Yes. I picked Miami to upset Boston in the conference finals. Only because I tweeted this, only because of that guy, Jimmy Butler, because he's got winner intangibles and they thrive on them. He's not even their best player. I think Bam all around is their best player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? So he's a cog, but he is the cog when it comes to psychology, intangibles, and and rub-off effect.
Right.
They all follow him.
But Skip, you mentioned about clutch time. You look at the way they execute down the stretch. You look at what they did against Boston down the stretch. You look at what they did against the Lakers down the stretch. Even though the Lakers had come all the way back, had taken a lead by 2 points. And you look, the next situation, they make every shot. From that point on, they seemed like they made every shot down the stretch. They couldn't miss. And when they missed, they got the rebound or Jimmy Butler went to the foul line.
That is correct. And I told you going in, if they could even hang to the last 5 minutes and be within 5, they have a shot because they execute their plays and then they execute you. That's how they play basketball.
And if you look, another thing, if you're going to have 19, 20 turnovers, whatever you have, and you're only a +6 in rebounding, you know the Lakers normally dominate. And the teams that can play close, if you look at the games they lost, what did they do? They turned the ball over against Portland. Portland was right there in the rebounding category. You look at Houston. What did Houston do? Right there, turned them over, right there to rebounding. You look at the Nuggets, the games that they took, what did they do? They turned them over, right there to rebound. If you're going to hang with the Lakers, because they pride themselves on second chance points, and then the Lakers got crushed, what they normally do to other people, crush them in second chance, in paint points.
Okay.
And Miami crushed them.
Yeah, but Jimmy said after the game, the key was we rebounded with them.
Yes.
Well, they came within 6, but I guess he's just saying we didn't get crushed.
We didn't get like 20. We didn't get beat by 14 like we did the other night.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so what happened in the biggest picture last night was that really, in truth, this team goes as Anthony Davis goes scoring the basketball. He gets in early foul trouble, and he couldn't find a rhythm.
Nope.
He couldn't seem to get in sync because he'd be in the game and then out of the game for a long stretch. And he'd come back in, and he wasn't warmed up, and he'd try, and then he'd miss, and then he'd say, maybe this isn't my night. And he was basically out of it the whole game. And once he gets off his rhythm and out of it, they really struggle to score. In the half court.
He opens the court. And Skip, the thing is that he can't be aggressive because what did he get? He got 2 charging calls. So now I got to be apprehensive if I, and they know this. It's kind of like with Jokic's situation when he was playing the Lakers, Skip. He got in foul trouble early, and it seems like little ticky-tack stuff, and they called it, and then now you're like, man, you on the court, as you mentioned, you're on the court for a minute, and next thing you know, you're heading right back to the sideline. But you watch tomorrow night, you watch this team, you watch the focus and the determination in which they play with. You know it's so because the last time there have been 3 guys that trash talked the Lakers. You remember what Dame did? He got stupid, he hit that 3, he got done with it. Russ, he got to get out of, and what did Jamal do? He did a little shimmy. Jimmy talk, it's over, Skip.
Okay, but Jimmy's different than those other guys. He's mentally tougher than the other guys.
Now, Russ
he just doesn't have enough help. So, again, should the Lakers win the next game by 20? Yes, they should. But the truth is, LeBron James owes his team off the fourth quarter last night because Rondo made a shot up off the top of the glass. I don't know how it went in, but it did.
It did.
And it was 91-89. Your guys, with 8:46 left in the game. And then could we see what happened to LeBron in the fourth quarter with, there's the shot that went in. I don't know how this went in either.
I mean, it literally, like when they said the top of the backboard, it literally went on top of the backboard.
Yeah, okay. Then here goes LeBron. He starts to, well, we're still seeing the shot. Okay, now we're to LeBron. And these are his fourth quarter turnovers. There's the first one that was off him. And then here's the second one. This is, he just lost the ball, but they called walking on him. Yep, a travel. And then here's the next one, another cross-court pass, not smart. And then here's the last one, and it's going to be, Olynyk got him. Kelly Olynyk stole the ball from LeBron James. Okay, to me, your mind is not locked in on the game. Maybe you're still thinking about the Cowboys-Browns game. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're not taking them seriously enough. And then the other problem was I still thought the Lakers, with 8:45 left, had taken over the game again. But LeBron went 0 for 3 from 3. And these are huge shots if we could see them, because any one of these goes in, we might be having a 3-0 conversation right now. That's
his shot right there. That's his shot right there, too.
Yeah, they just, excuse me.
And then, I mean, in Kuzma point blank putback missed it.
Yeah, That's wide open miss.
Those are his shots.
They're his shots. If he makes one of these, it could be a whole different story. And that one's pretty much uncontested.
Right.
Okay, so it's one of those nights you travel, you turn it over, you get your pocket picked by a 6'11" guy from behind. It's no good. It's embarrassing for him. I expect him to roar back the next game because he does owe his team. And yet I don't expect Jimmy Butler to go away.
Skip, at some point in time, guys are just going to have to knock down shots. KCP, Danny Green, Skip. I mean, this is like 3 games in a row that KCP has shot a shot.